not watching Best Review TV.
Yo, who we got on Best Review TV today?
And it's your boy K Pistol, the finest, Buffalo's biggest, you feel me? Six-way, BB, Velstars, all that.
Bro, let's go. I ain't gonna lie, this is my first car interview ever, bro. I don't think I ever did a car interview, but this is what we doing right now, you feel me? Fuck it.
And live from the trenches, we in the cut right now.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, bro, we were supposed to been do this interview like a long time ago.
Like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, after 2019, you feel me? But you feel me, time, it's all about time sometimes, bro.
Oh, for sure.
We finally linked up and shit, you feel me, for the first time. So talk about, who's K Pistol, bro?
K Pistol, the best rapper alive, honestly. But shit, just a young nigga out of Buffalo, New York, born and raised in the middle of Buffalo, New York, like Midtown. Shit, product of my environment, perseverance, all that.
How was life growing up for you?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't had a worse life, don't get me wrong. Like, my Dukes did what she could, everything she could, but like, just like the neighborhood I grew up in like I said, the heart of the trenches, like. Anybody know, I grew up on Guilford and Best, right there near MOK Park. Anybody from Buffalo know where that's at. That's like, when I was younger, it was like a war zone. Like,
a war zone type shit?
No cap.
So like, how was that going on the other day? Like you were a kid, but you seen a war zone going on. Did that affect you? Did you, cause you know, sometimes people like, as a kid, I'm not used to what's going, like, we having fun. She was fun as a kid, but like, first, you said it was a war zone out there.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, it was plenty of times my mom just wouldn't let me come outside just because it wasn't safe on the block. It was too much going on. It was too much going down. But it really was crazy to me though, cause it's like, alright, this gonna sound crazy, like, boom. My mom's side basically had beef with like my dad's side, if that makes sense. Like, I grew up on Guilford and most of my older brothers and shit, my dad's side of my family was from Minnesota, and that's who was going at it at the time. So she was like, she was crazy from my end, like, cause I was like in the middle of most of this.
So were you forced to pick a side? Cause sometimes they'd be like, I'm from over here, but my dad's side's from over here, so you had to, people associate with you that side. Like, did they make you pick a side, but did they understand what was going on? No, I say as a kid, but like the other kids take junk.
Yeah, but like, alright, peep. I'm like, when this was going on, I was young as fuck, like probably like, I want to say like around the age of 10 and shit like that. So it's like, boom. Like as I grew up, like people knew who my brothers was on my mom's side and on my dad's side. So it's like, I couldn't really get into it, even if I wanted to. It wouldn't even make sense for me to be involved in the shit, because it was like literally my family and my family.
Right, no winning, but they understood what was going on.
No, for sure.
Yeah, you know, cause I always hear stories about like, I grew up on this side of town type shit, and I'm not really with the jump, but like they associate with me because I'm over here type jump. Yeah. And sometimes they be like, okay, you live over here, we're gonna put you down with this, blah blah. But it wasn't like that for you type jump.
No, I mean, you get a few motherfuckers who be like, yeah, he from Guilford. But for the most part, I mean, shit, I stood on business for who I was. Like, you feel me? Like, so like, you can't force something on a nigga like me. Like, I do what I do, and I do what I want. Like, you feel me?
As you said, as your leader,
like,
right?
And if it's a problem, we gonna address it when it comes. But like, other than that, like, niggas, I don't know.
All right. So talk about life growing up for you. Besides that, you said like what was you into? Was you playing sports? Was you into band? Sure. What was going on, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, I did dinner, everything. Like, grammar school, I was in band. I played football dinner all my life since I was like 5. Played football. Used to play a little basketball. I was trash in basketball. I was nasty in football though, I ain't gonna lie.
So you had your head in everything, just trying anything out.
No, for sure.
Talk about
I was rapping
big
when I was young too. I ain't gonna
so you been wanting to be a rapper as a kid?
Yeah, low key, cause my older brother, Free J Batters, my older brother, he been rapping since I was a baby. Like, he the one. I ain't gonna lie. If bro wasn't in jail, he'd have been on. Like, no cap.
How long he got?
He had got 40. But he just got an appeal, so he down on the pill right now. He got to get resentenced and shit.
Oh, that's very. Hopefully, we wishing him the best. You feel me?
No, for sure. Free batters.
So talk about this SMG movement you got rolling with. What's this, bro?
SMG, I mean a lot of different things. Man, it's Skut Money Gang, Skut Money Music Group, whatever you want to call it. Skut Money is like shit. I ain't gonna lie, we came up with that shit like in college. We was just. That's when we around, like, when we first started smoking, niggas just getting high. Right. Like, you know, niggas say, I don't know where, if they say that down in Rochester, but down here they was saying, like, Skut it. Like,
nah, I ain't never heard that shit.
Like, you high as hell, you Skut it. Like, niggas Skut it. Like, we took it and ran with it, though. We changed it all the way around, like,
people still be saying that in Buffalo? I don't think I ever heard
niggas don't really say that no more. It was like a quick little phase. But the Skut Money shit, though, that's us. Like, we took our own shit, you feel me?
So that's basically y'all shit, not type shit.
Type shit. But Success Money Grind, like, you'll see it get spent around for, like, some clothing or something, like Success Money Grind or something for the kids. We had, like, a youth basketball team and shit like that. So Like, yeah, we'll switch it around though.
Talk about like the early stages of making music and shit. How was this shit for you? Because I don't know. I discovered you when your biggest song was Britney, but I don't know if you was rapping a little bit before that. Talk about that.
Yeah, probably a little bit before that. Britney was like really around. I ain't gonna say some of my first songs, but around that time,
right.
Like my first project. My first project was Legend, I think.
Right.
Yeah. No, that wasn't even my first project. Britney wasn't my first song, but that was the first one though.
Caught my attention.
For sure. That's the first one I did, Lil Son though.
Right. Let's talk about a little bit before Britney came out, right? When you first started dropping music, did you get like the love you wanted? Was it junk easy? How'd you go into rapping, taking the junk a little bit more serious? You say you've been rapping as a kid, but it's different from rapping as a kid, like going to the studio and actually taking the junk serious.
I ain't really start like taking it serious till I like got kicked out of college. And then once I got kicked out of college, I'm like, shit, this is what I'm about to do. What else I'm about to do? I was there to play football. I'm like, shit, if I ain't going back to school, I ain't playing football. So, nigga, I'm rapping.
So you had a football scholarship?
No, I ain't had no scholarship, but I went out there. I got
put on the team.
Yeah, I got picked up, but like D3, I went D3. D3, I don't really do like
right.
not academic.
Sports.
Sports scholarships type shit.
So talk about, you said you went to college, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I ain't gonna lie, I don't think a lot of rappers go to college and shit. Talk about going to college. Like, how was that for you, bro? Like, you want to be a rapper sometimes. Were you using college to network out there? Or was it just like, I wasn't taking rap all the way serious yet?
Bruh, I was out there to play football and make money.
Word.
I ain't gonna lie, college was probably when I made some of the most money, like the easiest money. I was just out there in my dorm selling weed, playing football.
Right.
No cap. Shit was sweet. I love college. The only thing I didn't like was the school part.
Right.
Other than that, like, the dorms was busting. The dorms was lit. I ain't gonna cap. The dorms was crazy. Well, the dorms used to be lit. The parties wasn't all that, but I wasn't really like a party nigga like I am now. I don't really like parties too much, but the dorms used to get busting.
I'm already knowing that's the busting. You think you got a girlfriend and she go to college?
She's for the streets.
She's for the streets. Like,
dorms, boy, you might as well move and get a bunk bed with shorty, cause you ain't got no wins. She's staying on dorms,
I remember I seen a video one time. This nigga gave his girl a promise ring and talk about she be the whole time. He don't even know, bro. At that moment, he just lost it, bro. She just lost it, bro. She don't come back type of shit and act like she love you, but you lost her type junk. But you mentioned you got kicked out the college football team, or you got kicked out of college?
I got kicked out of college.
What happened? What's up with that situation?
I had caught my first case. I caught like an armed robbery and menacing charge, but I was fortunate. I was young as hell, so they let me use like a YO. I don't know if you know what a YO is. A YO like a youthful offender, like I want to say age 18 or something. I was young as hell. So I think it's for like certain crimes, like non-violence or something like that. So I ended up getting like 5 years probation for that shit. But they banned me from the village of Alfred. I couldn't even go back out there
you can't go back to Alfred?
Watch football games, no nothing. I tried to go back out there for my homie game.
They on bullshit with you.
Can't even go back to the village.
Talk about going to jail. You're in college right now. Like, that's probably the last thing in your mind, because you think you doing the right thing and shit, and then you just get locked up, and now you're doing a 5-year probation. What was your mindset like that right there? Because I know your parents probably upset with you. Everybody like just disappointed you at that moment. So he's like,
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I felt like I let everybody down. I ain't gonna lie. I was fake mad, but like at the same time, I'm like, shit, it is what it is. Like, shit, I knew what I was doing. Right. Like, you feel me? I was on that.
So you one of them niggas like, if I sign up for it, I'm going with it all the way.
Yeah, I mean, but ain't nobody gonna sit here and say they wasn't mad. Niggas don't plan to get caught either.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like, niggas knew what the outcome was if you do get caught, but niggas ain't planning.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like a lot of niggas be doing shit and they only think about the good outcome. Like, yo, I could benefit out this, but you gotta also think about the, alright, what if this shit don't work out?
It's always pros and cons. You always got pros and cons.
And that's what a lot of niggas get to snitching, because they only think about the pros. They never think about the cons. Like, everything you do, you better be 100% with. You better be ready to set the pros and the cons with that shit. I feel
you gotta know what you locked in for, like what you signed up for.
So now you say after college you started taking music a little bit more serious after you left college, right? Talk about what you started doing, like what was going on with the K Pistol.
Nigga, at that time, I wasn't even K Pistol yet. I was SMG K Pi. SMG K Pi, no cap. But shit, I just like any little blog site, any interviews, any shows I see, like I'm on it. Like, right. I'm sliding up. I'm commenting. I'm asking everybody. If you don't want to tell me, nigga, I'm finding a promoter. I'm looking on the flyer. Oh, this presented by who? All right, I'm searching his name up on Instagram. Like I'm lurking.
So you learn how to network.
Yeah, I learned how to lurk.
Put your music.
Cause ain't nobody gonna tell you. Like I realized that early. Like I used to ask artists, like they'd do a show and I hit them like, yo, how you get on that show? Man, I ain't even gonna lie, this shit sold out or this shit done. And then I fuck around, find out the back door and I go right in. And they be, shit, I thought this shit was, I thought it was too.
I ain't gonna lie, I respect the fact that you actually doing your thing to actually reach out, because a lot of artists be sitting back and waiting for the opportunity to come for you. Actually going to try to get that. Why do you feel like, what made you want to go get it and not just wait for the opportunity to come to you, bro?
I've been like this with everything. Like when I was younger, like, nigga, my mom didn't tell me to go get a job at 16. She told me to live life as long as I can. While, nigga, I went and got a job myself. Right. Because I wanted certain shit that I wanted. Certain shit that I wanted that she wouldn't give me. You feel me? Like, so it just always been in me. Like, when I first went to, like, I don't know, before the music shit, when I first went to college to play football, I got scouted. I'm thinking I'm getting scouted for receiver. Whole time they were scouting me for DB. So now I'm out there trying to play something else, then I'm not even on the depth chart. I had to work my way all the way up. Like, you feel me? Ain't nothing gonna be given to you. I learned that early, so I just been on it. Like, I don't even wait. Like, whatever is given is just extra on top of whatever I'm going to get. You feel me?
No, I definitely respect it. That's what's gonna separate the niggas that want this shit and the niggas that just want this shit for fame.
You gotta put in that leg work.
Because it seems like a lot of niggas be like, oh, I'm top 10 this, I'm top 10 in this, and they not even putting the work in. Like, you could rap, but what else are you doing?
Shit don't got nothing to do with being a rapper.
But that's what a lot of people say. A lot of people forget this. It comes with an image. It comes with, you gotta promote yourself to like. But when all you rappers that's famous be promoting albums, bro, they be doing antics. I don't know if niggas don't be catching it or not. You gotta do so much more shit than just go to the studio and rap. And I ain't gonna lie, there's a conversation that's been going on a lot. There's a conversation that's been going on in Buffalo. I think is what's the top 10 Buffalo rappers and shit like that. How you feel about this conversation going on?
They know. Like, all jokes aside, like, if you ask, I ain't gonna say any Buffalo rappers, because there's some Buffalo rappers that I've never seen before. Like, we got a lot of fucking rappers here, like, a lot. Like, it don't even make sense. But you ask any Buffalo rapper that means something or that you feel like is one of them ones, you feel me, like you feel like is in the conversation, I guarantee they gonna say K Pistol.
Right. I always heard your name. So that was in 2019. Like, Matt Mills said your name, J-Cat. So let me ask you this, bro.
Like, I get real love, though. Like, not even on no cocky shit. Like, I put in that leg work for this music shit. Like, niggas see me doing it when it was lame. When it was lame, I was doing this shit. And I was on that. Like,
nah, I never respect that. So let me ask you this. There's always, every year there's always gonna be a top 10 list, like, you feel me? Everybody gonna always have the top 20, whatever the case would be. What do you think about this year's list made this junk such a big deal? Because it got to the point, this junk got on my timeline. And I'm all the way in Rochester, New York.
I think it's more so because niggas paid it attention, like, and it's, like I said, it's way more rappers than there ever was here in Buffalo right now. Like, it's so many fucking rappers, it don't make no sense. So it's like, it's like, boom.
Saturated.
It's only 10 people, so you see a top 10 list, and then it's cool you brush it off a couple times, but then you see 10 people make a top 10 list and you ain't in none of the 10. You like, now that's 100 people. Wait a minute, 10 top 10 lists and I ain't in none of them. That's 100 people. Right. Motherfuckers get the, all right, now y'all acting crazy. Me personally, I don't really give a fuck, because it's like, why does that matter? Right. Like, all right, you top 10 from Buffalo, now what? What's next?
Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's what somebody always, like, classmate always tells people, because we be on Clubhouse in Rochester. He always be like, yo, y'all worry about the top 10 list in Rochester? Y'all should be worried about the top 10 list in America, bro.
In the world,
in the world.
Like, what the fuck? Like, what is Buffalo?
What's Buffalo?
I hate it here. Like, what's Buffalo? For real.
I'm crying. Being that, like, Griselda kind of opened the doors, I don't know if they opened the doors, but they from Buffalo, New York, right? How do you feel about how the outsiders feel about Buffalo? Because a lot of people think of Buffalo as how they rap, that's they style, that's what's going on in Buffalo. And the whole time when you talk to the young niggas, like, it's a disconnect, you feel me?
Vibe.
Like, what's your thoughts on that, bro?
I mean, like, shit, you gotta expect people to be who they are. Like, how you expecting to find the new age when you listening to niggas 40 plus or 35 plus?
Not so fans. I'm talking about as far as A&Rs and shit, because you feel me? We all thought when Griselda opened the door, when Griselda got in, that opened up the door for Buffalo. It was like, they're gonna be like, who next from Buffalo? Who next from Buffalo? Everybody's gonna get signed. And the whole time, it's like, it hasn't been like that. It's like Buffalo's Griselda and that's it, and BSF.
That's because they made it like that, though. Like, they know that they the top ones right now, and like, shit, they just making, like, shit, ain't nobody get them nothing. I feel how they come in, like, ain't nobody really get them nothing towards they shit. So they don't feel like they don't gotta come back. Yeah, you feel me? Like, they just more so, like, doing for they camp. Like, and
they should,
but it's like, and at the same time, like, most people looking from the outside in. I got people that really is locked in with them, like, and shit like that. So it's like, boom. How you expect them to put you on and they don't know you, or like, open the door for you and they don't know you, when they got people, like, artists that they signed to their label that's not really where they supposed to be yet. You feel me? They still working on their people. That's so true. It's hard to. That's true. It's hard for me to put a stranger on before I finish putting my homie on, he gonna look at me like a crazy ass motherfucker. I gotta make sure I do right by him before anything.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I mean, like, it look good from the outside looking in, but it's like motherfuckers be having a whole bunch of other shit to handle too. So I don't be expecting shit from nobody either. So it's like, I ain't expect that to do nothing. Like, when they blew up, I mean, it was lit because it's like, it's gonna bring more people to the town.
Right.
Like, when they throw an event, celebrities gonna be here like it is. Like, whenever Westside drop a clothing line, that shit is sold out. Like, that's lit. That's shit that we don't usually have. So like, I take it. I ain't tripping.
Yeah, that's definitely fire. But I ain't gonna lie, you didn't let that stop your motion. You're not gonna, like you said, you're not gonna wait. I see you went out to Atlanta and you had like sort of a situation. I think Empire Management.
Yeah, for sure.
What's bro name? Boomman AE or something.
Yeah, that's the head of the shit.
Yeah, talk about your situation with them. What happened?
It was a cool experience. I ain't gonna lie. I signed like a single deal with them. It was like a single and distribution deal, and it was like a management single deal though. Like, so it was for one song. So in that single deal, it consisted of, I think, like some studio time. We record some songs or whatever. At the end of that, we sit down, pick a song that we feel like is the good single, and we push that one song. So in the midst of that though, mind you, I don't stay out there, so like, nigga, I'm going back and forth out there. That shit adding up. Like, I'm going out there, and like, I ain't just going out. If I'm gonna go out there, you feel me? I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna pop that shit. Like, I'm going out there. You feel me? So that shit start adding up and shit. But it's like, boom. It took a longer process, cause like, I think I signed that single deal back in, I want to say 2020 or before. I want to say before COVID, if I'm not mistaken.
Dang.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know, but it was at least a year or two ago. And when I first signed it, so they had a couple different artists on their label that I was supposed to be initially working with, but the longer I took, them artists start dropping off of their label and shit like that. So I ain't really see it.
So you say it's your fault?
It's really kind of, yeah, I guess it's really like a time frame thing, and I ain't know all of the artists wasn't locked in. You feel me? I thought they had like a
contracts too.
You feel me? But no, in the midst of all of that, like, the main artist that I wanted to work with ended up leaving the label, and then my manager that I was working with, Louis, he ended up leaving the label to start his own label and shit. He branched off and shit. So I just ain't really want to tap back in with him. Like, it was.
So you still on contract with them?
No, cause we both ended up breaking it, honestly.
Right. I seen there's one rapper, his name is Cannon, right? And he basically said, I think Empire's getting around $10,000, basically, and they promised him all these things. Was your situation similar to something like that? Do you feel like you got finesse, and you feel, because everybody always see their commercials, they got Instagram ads that's always gonna pop up. No, is that shit real? What's really going on real over there?
Alright, so boom. This is what it is. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. It's like, boom. It's not, first off, as an artist, you gotta understand what's the difference between a record label and a major record label, like a label, a major,
Interscope, like
an Interscope, Columbia or something Sony, like that, rather than a independent record label. That's an independent record label. So when you're dealing with an independent record label, it's really more so. Well, I'm not gonna say all independent record labels, but what they was going with is more so the money that we were spending towards them. They is basically using it to build up their artists, and that's what you're supposed to do with it. But it's like, so
you guys are paying them to help you guys out.
No, help them out, because everything, all back to when you got to spend some more money, it come back on you. Like whenever, like the music video that we was planning, that I ended up shooting, doing a song with Jeezy Escobar. Me and bro ended up dropping that shit too. I dropped that joint. So like, that's why I'm saying, like, we still, like, the contract, that's the single deal. I just didn't want to go through with all of their extra little promotions and shit that they was doing, because it was just a money funnel. I'm like, I'm not about to. I didn't spend probably like, I spent 10 bands on the original like single deal. Then I just going out there, I spend at least 7+ bands every time I went out there. I went out there at least a total of 3-4 times, just to go to the studio, do the photo shoots and shit. Like, you feel me? So I don't know. So like, I got what I deserved out of it though. Like, what I was trying to get out of it. Like, when I first went into it, all I was thinking in my head is like, shit, I just want to be able to get around some people that I need to be rubbing shoulders with, and be able to get into conversations with people I need to get into conversations with, and let motherfuckers hear me. If they like what they hear, then they gonna fuck with me. Like, I'm more of I feel like I'm that raw. Like, if once you hear this shit, you gonna know, like, that's that shit. If this for you feel me?
So it wasn't like, no finesse at the end of the day.
Like, it is to an extent, but no, not really. Like,
I'm saying finesse as in like they wasn't trying to help your career out, like they just took your money and leave you alone. And it's actually like it was both on your part because you feel like they're just using your money to put into the other artists, but it was still helping you out too, right?
Yeah, like you signed up for what you signed up for. They give you like a photo shoot, some studio time, and a feature with a couple of the artists. Only thing I didn't like is that I wanted to feature with Euro got it, and he ended up dropping off the label before I got to get my feature with him. Right. That's all. Right. But I ain't tripping on it. Like I still count that as good business. Like I'm on my way to the A in the morning to go to the Independent Fest. So like I know what it is. Like you feel me? You just gotta understand what you getting yourself into and know what you're trying to get out of it. I got what I was trying to get out of it. I got the network. I met a couple different artists, linked in with a couple different artists that I'm locked in with whenever I go to the A. You feel me? I can.
Hey, that's all that shit about. Cause it's about who you know for.
You feel me? So I got a little something out of it. Like you just gotta know how to maneuver. You gotta know how to. You feel me? Get what you're trying to get out.
Being that you're a type of person that invests into your music and shit, I know you had a situation with IB and Nahmir. You was supposed to have him on the song. What happened with that?
Alright, so boom. I got finessed on that shit too. What? On some young nigga shit though. Like, alright. What's the bro name? You ever heard of the nigga, his DJ? Mm-hmm. He had a DJ when he first came, YB and Fresh. He had a DJ named YB and Fresh when he first came out. Like, cause I was listening to YB and like not really listening to him. That first song he dropped, that rubbing off the paint shit, that shit was hard to me. So I was jacking that shit. And he had like a DJ that always went on tour with him. Like he was a real DJ. Like he always with him. And I ended up what happened? Oh, I paid him for some promo a minute ago. He had did the promo and shit, like posted on his Instagram page and shit. Like yeah, it was cool and shit. And then like a minute go by, he hit me like, yo, I got YB and Nahmir features for sale. So me being I'm like, shit, I know this is real DJ, so I ain't thinking nothing of it, you feel me? I'm like, shit, what is it? He told me the ticket, I just sent him the shit, he sent me the song. We did the song. I go to drop the song. I dropped it on everything. Only thing it stayed up on was YouTube. So now I'm like, damn. They're like, yeah, you gotta get clearance basically. So now I'm like, what the fuck that means?
Yeah, you learned the business.
Like, yeah, I'm doing all of this shit myself. Like, I ain't never had nobody behind me other than, like, it's all me. It's all me. You feel me? So I ended up going crazy on Google, looking it up shit. Like, you gotta get your spreadsheets and all of that shit. You gotta get your BMI, your like all that.
See, a lot of motherfuckers don't even know about that. Yeah,
you gotta get all your shit together. So I ended up taking an L on that, but I just used it as like a YouTube promo. It got my little, like, that song went crazy on YouTube.
So you're not even able to make money off of it because of Apple, because of clearance?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, because people always say, oh, this artist won't cut the song, this artist won't cut the song, but and then be like, why don't you just leak it yourself? But now it seems to understand, like,
you can drop it on YouTube though. Like, YouTube, you know, it's all the links and shit on there. You can get it away on YouTube.
Who I see you also work with Ayoo KD too, right?
Yeah.
Talk about that feature came about. What happened?
And listen, I mean, it just be like, it all be a learning experience. It don't really be no tension.
But I want you to put the people on, so because everything look good on the outside looking in.
Alright, so boom. Mind you, he hits me up. Nigga hit me up. I put like a Say Cheese post up or a College Kid post. I put it up on like on Instagram and shit. I paid for it and shit. So the nigga hits me. He in my DM request for like 3 days. Cause mad motherfuckers, like, once you do the little Say Cheese and College Kid shit, your DMs get flooded with mad little spam
I ain't
shit.
know that.
Like, the mad little spam shit, motherfuckers just get the DMing you and shit. Nigga DMs me, I probably still got the shit on my phone, no cap. Nigga DMs me though, he like, what's good, bro, let's work, da-da-da-da. Off rip, I just sent him to my big brother, cause that was my manager at the time, you feel me? Well, he still is my manager. That's
then you should have charged them.
You feel me? But I know who he is. Like, you feel me? I heard of him before. Like, I'm not tripping on it. Like I said, I'm learning and I'm networking. It ain't even about the money. Like, what I'm gonna charge you? Some short ass paper. It ain't about no paper.
Right.
We haven't paid. Like, you feel me?
You got a kind of a name.
Yeah, like, you feel me? Like, nigga, I'm trying to work and you feel me? Like, you feel me? We getting loopy. Feel me? Networking. So boom, we ended up doing the song. I sent it to my manager. Whatever. We ended up doing the song. He sent me like a song with an open. He sent me like a couple joints. I ended up hopping on the one joint, and then we go out to the A, we shoot the video and shit. The nigga just get he like, I don't know, like, he just start, like, you could tell he was, I don't really want to talk, man, you could tell that nigga was broke as hell. Like, we out there, we chilling.
No money.
like no cap, like, we linked him at his spot. He got a trapped out, it's a big ass house, but it ain't ready. It's trapped out.
Right. Not talking down on him,
like,
but
no, I'm keeping it a stack. Like, y'all want to know, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like, we linked him up, we at his house and shit. You feel me? Shit trash. We end up fucking around, going around the corner to somebody else's house. It was a nicer house. We shot a video there and shit. Mind you, like, we just kicking it and shit though. Then out of nowhere, the nigga like, yeah, mind you, we already, like, he spoke with my manager, everything was set in stone, whatever. We gonna do the promotion, like, we gonna post the shit, like, we went through his video, man, We ended up linking his video, man, like, I'm tapped in with him now, like, I'm locked in with him too, that's my boy too. We end up linking this shit, do the video. A day go by, the nigga like, yeah, how much you got for me so I could post it on my page?
But you agreed to do it for free.
I'm like, yeah, like we already done shot the video, we already done chopped it up. You saying brother this, brother that.
Twin.
Like you feel me? Like, I'm not with the fuckery, I'm not with the lame shit. So I'm like, bro, I don't need you to post that shit. Like, I ain't tripping on it. Like, nigga, you was acting like it was off the strength. Like, you was off the strength. Now you backtracking because you see niggas like, we pull up there icy, we pull up Skats hanging, like, he like, damn, I thought you from Buffalo. I'm like, I am. The whole time I'm loopy as fuck like, you feel me? So, like, I could tell he just was like, man, I'm about to get something out of these boys. I don't really know these niggas. This ain't my man's for real.
Right.
And I wasn't with all of that. So I'm like, bro, you ain't gotta post the shit. Then I was late. Well, really, I wasn't even tripping on that because I'm like, shit, business is business. Like, you want some paper out of it. I got paid for you, but I just feel like that's lame, so I'm not doing it. But I ain't tripping on it, like, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna drop the song, bro, And then, like, a couple months go by, I hear another feature with him in the video with the same exact song. So now I'm like,
same song or same verse?
Same exact song. Like,
so beat, the
same beat, same verse, same everything.
Oh, nah,
it's just an open.
Yeah, out of
so now tight. I'm like, yeah, this nigga.
Yeah, he a hoe for that. That's some whole shit, bro. He definitely, especially he came like, oh, I already, bro, you gave that nigga the verse.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, I ain't tripping on it though. Like, fuck it.
Nah, it is what it is. Fuck. That's why his career not going nowhere. Trying to finesse niggas right now. He just got a name because he's from Chicago. He really got the limelight.
He really got a name for getting beat up, but I didn't even know that until after. Like, I had the song with him. Like, he sent me the open. I laid the open and sent it back to him and shit. And I let the homies hear. They like, that's the nigga Ayoo KD. They like, this shit jai hard though. You about to bring this nigga back. Like, this shit fake hard. I ain't gonna cap. But that's when I really found out about it.
So you learned this business shit. You got to separate business from personal shit. Everybody ain't.
No, for sure.
Hell yeah. Like, I ain't gonna lie. We've been talking a lot about your music and shit. You feel me? We learned a little bit about you. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I see you come out with a clothing line and I see you come out with the shoes. What made you want to step in that lane?
The money, honestly. Like.
But it's not easy just to like,
no,
yeah, the money is cool, but because the money gonna motivate you, but it's the passion to want to wake up and do that shit every day.
That's a fact. It's like, alright, boom. It was me and my bro, Swag. Shout out Swag. That's like the co-owner. Like, me and bro, we like partnered in that shit. We was chilling one day. Nigga just was like, I want to make a designer called DesIIgner. I'm like, that's hype hard. I ain't gonna lie, we gotta spell it different though. So we just flipped it around. I hit my boy.
How y'all spelled it for the people that?
It's no DesIIgner with 2 I's. It's just 2 I's, like the rapper designer, but it's designer brand though. Designer brand, DB. But yeah, we just came up with that shit on the fly. But like, then once we started investing money into the shit, it's like, all right, this shit real. Like, we really doing this shit. And then the first pop up we did, that shit sold out dinner like the first day. If it wasn't the first day, we probably had like a couple pair of shorts, a couple pair of like random ass shit, like just sitting around type shit. But most of that shit was flu. And that was like a little test run. So after that, I'm like, shit, I'm about to just go with this shit. And then the more I got into the shit, I'm like, shit started slowing down. I was grabbing mad different shit. Like, I had socks, bags, drawers, t-shirts, shorts, hoodies, sweatsuit, like everything. And then I'm like, what am I missing? I'm like, all right, sunglasses. I might double back on some sunglasses. Then I'm like, you know what ain't nobody doing? Ain't nobody doing kicks. Once I realized wasn't nobody doing kicks, I'm like, that's what I'm about to hop on. I'm like, I ain't even about to bullshit with it. I went straight off rip, grabbed 4 different colorways just to start it off. I'm about to fuck away. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like kicks is probably gonna be the hardest thing to do. So if you do that, like, you gotta snap. Cause you didn't see rappers try to bring out kicks and shit, and like, it was probably a way for a year. That's because motherfuckers ain't fly though. Like, I'm a real fly young nigga. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I be putting that shit on. Like, you gotta know what's what. So hopefully you the first rapper to pop out with some shoes. Cause who really? I mean, Soulja Boy, you know, sponsored Bay. Soulja Boy, but Master P, them niggas didn't really rock that shit. People not rocking it. Who else? Niggas ain't having no hard kicks.
Yeah, nobody even 50 Cent tried to do the what's called back in the day.
Niggas ain't having no hard kicks.
So you think your shit gonna be different this time?
Niggas ain't having no hard kicks, bro.
Hey, you say you just released your first one the other day?
They not out yet. The pre-orders is open right now, but they'll be out in August.
How can they order it?
If you want to pre-order, you could DM me on Instagram or DM DesIIgner brand. DesIIgner with 2 eyes _ brand on Instagram. You could go on DesIIgnerbrand.com and look at all the colors, then you could DM me. Tell me what size and color you want. Send me $100. When they come, I'll let you know when they came. Give me another 100, they yours out the door. If you want to wait, I might have your size on hand. I might have limited sizes, so that's why I'm doing the pre-orders. You feel me?
So talk about this, because I ain't gonna lie, everybody see you doing clothes and shit, they think this shit easy, it's an easy, like...
No, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm arguing with my manufacturer right now as we speak. Like, one of my boxes got lost. Like, I got 4 out of 5 boxes. One of them got lost, and this nigga, and he barely speak English. The nigga's from Pakistan. He barely speaks English. And I'm arguing with this nigga through voicemail. Listen, I don't want nobody to think I'm lying. I gotta play this voicemail. Tell me if y'all understand what this nigga's saying.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, people just think you put something, you just throw something on, they don't see that part.
Nah, bro, like... This shit ain't playing. You lucky. No, but like this shit get crazy. Like motherfuckers, you really gotta you gotta stand on business, and it's like it's really hard to when you motherfuckers miles away and they barely speak the same language as you. You really gotta you gotta dumb shit down. You gotta speak more fluently so they could go Google it and shit. Like you feel me? You gotta know how to be who. Like you gotta turn that business switch on. You feel me?
And that's crazy that you say. How about coming up with designs? Like, what's your mindset with coming up with designs? Because that's a hard task too. It gotta be like you like it, but the people have to like it too.
Yeah.
Cause I didn't see a lot of people come up with clothing lines and shit like that, and it be gilding tees, and they got a fire design, but people don't like it. Like
no
all that shit is like that shit is something people don't speak about. Like talk about that process.
I ain't gonna lie, I make some of the best shit when I'm like real high. Like I be chilling and I be drawing though. Like I can't draw for shit, but I be in a little notepad sketching the shit out of a design for some clothes. Like every design, every single thing I dropped, I could show you it in my notepad. I drew it up or I put it up on my phone and did it myself.
And how you know if the people gonna like it though? Cause you could think it's fire, but the people might not think it's fire.
So that's the thing. You gotta have that eye. Like I told you, I'm really one of them ones. Like I don't know, like I be designing all of the shit. Like me and my boy Swag, like we be hand knitting that shit ourselves, like drawing that shit up. Like we go to a actual like person to make it digital and all of that shit. But like, nigga, I'm on that notepad, like real life, doing that shit. No input from nobody but my boy Swag, like me and bro. Like unless he drawing it or I'm drawing it. You feel me?
So what's your overall goal with this thing? Like the clothing line and the shoes. What's your overall goal?
I want to see everybody with them shits on. I ain't gonna lie, that shit gonna be studio. Like I ain't gonna lie, I'll be going to, like, you see these sweatpants right here, you probably can't even see them.
You got some
cash only joints. Yeah, them cash only connected joints. You like certain event, that's my big brother clothing line. Certain events you just go to and you will see everybody with them shits on. Green, gray, blue.
Right.
Like them shits, that's hard.
Right.
Like that's studio. That's my blood big brother. Like like that shit hard to me. Like I'm like, damn, I'm like, bro got the pants on lock. Let me go step in the shoe game real quick. Let me go see what I got to offer right quick. You feel?
That's definitely dope. That's definitely fun. So have you had anybody like famous rock your clothing lines yet, or not yet? Or
not yet. I sent something out to my boy Dave Warren. Who else I sent something out to? I think I sent something out to a couple people, but I ain't seen no posts yet. No.
Okay, it's gonna get there because you work on the music.
I ain't tripping on that.
The music gonna help the fashion gonna help the music because you gotta make that shit cool. I ain't gonna lie, I did see a picture of your shoes. Those shits actually look fly, like the real designer shit. Like I can see niggas rocking that for real. So
appreciate it.
Like I ain't gonna lie, cause like you said,
BS1s, man, the BS1s.
And you said you could dress. I didn't really go through all your drip for real, but if you could dress, you put that shit on, motherfuckers gonna rock with your shit,
listen,
bro.
I be putting that shit on. I ain't gonna lie. I just took a pic with the kicks on. Look crazy with the new hoodie. Y'all gotta tell, new hoodies out right now too. I don't know when this video gonna drop, but the new hoodies is out right now.
That's fire. That's fire. So I ain't gonna lie, bro. You just released a tape called Skut Files, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about that, bro. You recorded all in Atlanta, right? Was there a different vibe from recording music in Atlanta than in Buffalo? Like, did that give you a different vibe? Your mindset? What's going on, bro?
For sure. Like, Atlanta more like fast paced. Like, that shit fast as hell. And it's like some of those songs recorded at 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Like, random ass times that here I'm in the house, I'm on tuck, I'm chilling with my son or something. You feel me? So, like, it was a way different vibe. And it's like, you be around different people that you usually.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Not you necessarily usually, but like I got homies out there that I go link whenever I go down there. The first thing I do is
so different homies. Atlanta different from Buffalo, so it's a whole different. What they talk about than what Buffalo got going on.
No, for sure. Like everybody day to day different, so it's like it just be a whole different vibe.
What do you think about this tape separates from your other tapes in the past?
Really, like all my other tapes, I would say me personally is better because it's like this tape is more so like if you really look at it, every song on there is a rough draft. Like none of them is mixed, none of them is mastered. Like all of them is like a pre-mix or if that, you feel me? And that's only because like them songs is like a 2-year stint from like the first time I went out to Atlanta to the last time I went out to Atlanta. So anything I recorded that I felt like was worthy and I could find, you feel me? And then it was like I didn't work with so many different engineers and producers out there during that time, so then I just ain't feel like linking back up with them to get all of the files. I should have been had a hard drive doing all of that shit from the jump. But
it's all about learning,
you feel me? So I just like, man, most of the homies was liking them shit, so I'm like, I don't want to just not put them out. Shit, the homies, the Skuts, these the files, they all got them in their phone and they files, Skut files. And I really got it off of Chief Keef a little bit too. Like, I seen that glow file shit, but then I'm like, it make more sense, you feel me? The Skuts got the files, I'm gonna drop the Skut files, fuck it.
I ain't gonna lie, you just mentioned Chief Keef, and I see you bumping Lucky on the aux. Who was some people that influenced you, bro? We didn't even get into that part.
Influenced me, definitely Sosa. I fuck with Sosa heavy. Like I wouldn't really say influence though. I really
like you listen to it, like
fuck with Sosa.
Or you want to work with or some shit like that.
Yeah, I fuck with Sosa. I fuck with Lucky, Playboy hard.
So you like? So I ain't gonna lie. Would you fuck with those type of niggas and your music kind of be on some rockstar type of shit? I don't see why your shoes wouldn't go up for real.
No, for sure.
Because that's the rockstar image. You gonna have all the little Caucasian kids like fuck with your shit type shit.
No, for sure. I'm building an empire right now, man. Listen to Empire on Skut Files. I'm building an empire right now.
I ain't gonna lie, I did see you on BET Jams too. Talk about that, bro. That's like, you know, everybody know what BET is for real. Everybody watching that.
You don't know what BET Jams is, you can't. That shit was lit. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was kind of like.
That's better than being on the radio right now. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
I was on the radio at the same time I was on BET Jams. I was on Shade 45 at the same time I was on BET Jams. But that BET Jam shit was crazy. Like, it was lit. It was only really, it didn't really hit me because I ain't really get to catch one. Because I don't really be watching TV.
But there's a little kid at home, grandma home watching TV.
That's what I was about to say. But my sister, she had sent me a video of my nieces dancing to it while it was on BET Jams, and that shit had me lit. I ain't gonna lie, that shit had me lit.
I ain't gonna lie.
That shit had me lit.
So when I was first introduced to you, you had dreads, bro. What made you cut them off, bro? What's going on, bro?
Man, what color was my dreads when I had them?
You had red, right?
Exactly.
You had red,
yeah, I was dyeing my hair too much. That shit fucked my shit up. I said, fuck it, I just cut them. It was like, then it was like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. I was in the mirror, I'm looking in the mirror, and one of my shits was hanging. I'm like, damn, that shit looked like one of Lil Wayne dreads.
Like, and niggas be talking about
I just took some scissors, I cut all of them shits out.
You about to start over or not?
I'm gonna start over, or I don't know. I'm just living right now.
You living right now?
I'm thugging.
Alright. What's your rest of the goals for 2022? What you got going on? A lot more. I'm going crazy with the clothes right now, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm locked in on the clothes right now, and then I got a little management deal on the table, a management recording deal on the table. I don't know if I want to take yet, but I'm still working on that. I got a lot of shit brewing though. Like, you know, my foot always on the gas. I ain't gonna lie, my foot always on the pedal. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot to ask you this earlier, cause now I think about it. Who is your top 10 in Buffalo? Cause that's been the conversation that I'm about to ask every artist right now, bro. Alright. Well, top 5 off rip it go. K Pistol, KP, SMG K Pi, 6-way pistol, and Velstar pistol. That's the top 5 off rip. Then after that, I give it to my boy. I then go SR45, you feel me? OG Nike, you feel me? Who else? J-So, I fuck with J-So, that's my boy. That's the R&B singer. No, I didn't find out about J-So. I literally just found out about J-So. No, that's somebody else. I just found out about J-So, honestly, yeah. J-So, who else I fuck with? I fuck with a lot of artists from the town, though, like. But all of that top 10 shit, if I'm not in it, it's not bad. It's not. But I ain't gonna say it though, cause they know. Right. They know I'm, man. I ain't gonna lie. I want Buffalo. I want, like, not just Buffalo, like Buffalo, Rochester, Albany, Syracuse to kind of be on somehow like the Brooklyn, the Bronx, like shit that's going on. Like, if you can take over the barrels like that. Like, if you get 5,000 from Buffalo, 5,000 from Rochester, are you tapped in what else is going on like in the other state and what you know about?
Me and RichBaby, we got some crazy shit.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. I did hear you came out. RichBaby came out.
I'm gonna let you hear it before we dip off. That shit's stupid. He went dumb on that shit. I didn't know he was that high. He might have bodied me. I ain't gonna lie.
He said he might have bodied. Yeah, shout out RichBaby. That's my boy. And I see you tapped in with Notechaser and shit like that too.
For sure. That's fam.
Alright, but yeah, we about to wrap up the interview, man. Shout out BestsPointOfViewTV for coming out to Buffalo. Fuck with you, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out BestsPointOfViewTV. Yeah, the best. The biggest, they locked in with the biggest, so you know they the best. Don't do that.
And we out.
Check it. Trials and tribulations, I'm just trying to live my life, hoping to make the right decisions, cause I wanna live it right. I remember nights, no sleep, feeling weaker than 7 days. Now I'm using my clever ways to make sure my songs getting played. But these niggas doubt me, they think I'm not gonna make it. But soon I'm gonna be rich and happy, they girl getting naked. I promise you I'm the best, Supreme Nakshi, I'm on the rise, smoking dope and I'm getting high. Spirit, she floating to the sky. I wonder, is they go think I'm a joke because